Welcome back to E-Mobility Trends, your ultimate source for the latest in electric vehicle news and innovations. Today, we're diving into a major topic that's driving the future of transportation: federal EV policy. We'll explore how federal legislation is paving the way for a cleaner, greener, and more efficient transportation future. Let's get started. A shift to electric transportation will reduce the economic, national security, and emissions impacts that stem from America's dependence on oil. Widespread adoption of electric vehicles will create new jobs, bring financial savings to consumers and fleet operators, improve air quality, and significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Let's break down how the federal government is making this vision a reality. The federal government has set a goal to make half of all new vehicles sold in the U.S. in 2030 zero-emissions vehicles, and to build a convenient and equitable network of 500,000 chargers to help make EVs accessible to all Americans for both local and long-distance trips. In November 2021, the Biden-Harris administration and the 117th Congress have passed critical legislation that sets the stage for U.S. leadership in electric transportation. The Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act and the Inflation Reduction Act are historic milestones, investing hundreds of millions into the EV sector. These laws will bolster U.S. manufacturing and supply chains, supporting the transition for both light-duty and medium and heavy-duty vehicles. The Electrification Coalition has long advocated for federal policies to accelerate EV adoption. These policies focus on four key pillars: purchase incentives, charging infrastructure funding, federal fleet electrification funding, and EV manufacturing and supply chain funding and programs. First up, purchase incentives. Tax credits for all vehicle types, light, medium, and heavy-duty, help reduce the higher upfront costs of EVs. The Inflation Reduction Act has extended the Section 30D tax credit for light-duty vehicles and introduced new credits for commercial and used EVs. There's also the Clean School Bus program with $2.5 billion dedicated to electric school buses. However, some modifications are still needed to make these incentives even more effective. Next, let's talk about charging infrastructure. The bipartisan infrastructure law includes $5 billion to build a network of EV chargers along highways and another $2.5 billion in competitive grants, prioritizing low-income and rural communities. The Inflation Reduction Act extends the Section 30C credit for refueling property, including bidirectional charging stations. However, more programs are needed, such as rest stop electrification, to fully meet growing demand. The federal government is also leading by example with fleet electrification. The Biden administration aims to electrify all new light-duty vehicles by 2027 and all federal vehicle acquisitions by 2035. The Inflation Reduction Act includes $3 billion to electrify the federal fleet, but additional funding is necessary to complete this transition, especially for the USPS fleet. Lastly, let's look at EV manufacturing and supply chain funding. The bipartisan infrastructure law and the Inflation Reduction Act include substantial investments to promote U.S. manufacturing and supply chains. This includes grants for battery material processing and recycling, tax credits for manufacturing EV components, and funding for advanced technology vehicle manufacturing. These policies will ensure the U.S. remains competitive in the global automotive industry. Thanks for tuning in to E-Mobility Trends. We hope this breakdown of federal EV policy has given you a clear picture of how the U.S. is driving towards an electric transportation future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on all things electric. Until next time, keep it electric.